Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Mamie, nice to meet you. Today I will be doing the Goth tag. I thought that would be a lot of fun and I figured it'd be a good way for people who watch my channel to get to know me a little bit more and I could share some things about myself and I thought it would be a lot of fun. Okay, so the first question is, how long have you been goth? Great question. I've been goth since I was 13. I'm 20 now. I'll be 21 in August. And I started getting into like The Cure, Bauhaus, Susie and the Banshees, the Sisters of Mercy. I would say that those four were my sort of gateway bands to goth music. I have an uncle who he likes Bauhaus and the Sisters of Mercy and a lot of 80s music, and he gave me some recommendations. Love my Uncle Alex, he's great. I hope I see him soon. Haven't seen him in a while because of the pandemic and all. But 13 is when I started listening to the music and learning about the subculture, and I started watching goth YouTubers like Toxic Tears and Black Friday. I know Drakmakens, she's not on YouTube anymore, but when she was on YouTube I did watch her videos. But yeah, I was 13, which seems so young looking back now, but that's when I discovered the music and started getting into doing my makeup and dressing up and all. How were you introduced to goth? That's also another great question. So when I was 12, I was kind of like a little emo, like I had a little emo phase, but who doesn't, right? And it's like, I liked The Cure a lot, like the songs that I'd hear from them, and like The Cure is so mainstream, right? So like I'd say The Cure, also Motionless in White kind of, you know, because they don't make goth music, but they kind of gothic people, you know, like Chris Motionless is like a goth, like he likes goth music, but he doesn't make goth music, like he's in a metal band, you know. But so Motionless in White, like Warped Tour, learning about different genres of alternative music, and then I found like post-punk and gothic rock and I was like, oh my god, I love this. So that's sort of how that happened. I just like slapped my leg, excuse me. What do you believe to be the basis of, oh, excuse me, skipped a question. Third question is, what gothic subgenre would you put yourself in? I would consider myself a trad goth. I like a lot of post-punk, gothic rock, and I do take a lot of influence from 80s goths. I would say when it comes to my makeup and my style, I take a lot of influence from 80s goths and drag queens and all sorts of different styles. I actually really like Gyaru and Hime and other, I hope I'm saying the last one correctly, and other like Harajuku styles. But I'm getting off topic, but I would classify myself personally as a trad goth. For those of you at home who might not be super familiar with goth, trad is short for traditional goth, so like the sort of 1980s goths, the OG goths, if you will. What do you believe to be the basis of the gothic subculture? Well, personally, I'm a very firm believer that goth is music-based, that's just a fact. That's not gatekeeping, that's not being elitist, but it's a music-based subculture. It's not about playing dress up, you know. Dressing up is so fun, but black lipstick doesn't make you goth, you know. But I believe it's music-based, and I think we, on top of the music, I think we have shared interests and likes, and it's just a community and we get along. We don't always get along, but you know, I think as a whole. What do I dislike about being goth? That's a fun question. The thing I don't like about being goth is, and I think this is especially because I do dramatic makeup, is it's always like middle-aged dads in like their cargo, like khaki cargo shorts and like the white New Balance sneakers that are like, oh, you must be a huge Kiss fan. I bet you listen to Kiss. Are you a Kiss fan? You look like you like Kiss. Is that Kiss makeup? I don't like Kiss. Like, I think they had a few good songs, but they were very like kind of pop rock, you know, like rock, but also like, I don't know, very mainstream and not goth whatsoever. And it's very funny that people see, you know, a white face, black eyes, black lips, and think Kiss. And it's just kind of funny to me. And it's like, I don't hate Kiss. Like, I don't think Gene Simmons is a good person whatsoever. I think one of them is like really conservative too. So that's not cute, but I don't like when people are like, are you in a Kiss tribute band? Like literally all things I've heard, or is that Kiss makeup? I also don't like that some people will be like, oh, you must be a Satanist. And like, I was born and raised in Chatham County, Georgia. And I grew up outside of Savannah. So I wasn't even downtown Savannah near like where art students were. I was just kind of out in the sticks. And that was really hard for me. Because I was the only goth person to ever attend my K-12 school. Like, all of the senior photos in the hallway, never had a goth person. There were some people who were like very vaguely alternative, but for like my first half of high school, they would not even allow me to wear a nose stud. It was that conservative. I wasn't allowed to do the makeup I like. I wasn't really allowed to do big hair. I was allowed to wear all black. They were fine with my nails, but they got to a point where they told me I had to stop wearing collars, stuff like that. And my first half of high school, the principal was really shitty. He told my mom in front of me, oh, Mamie wouldn't get bullied if she didn't dress like that. Like, okay, so you're not gonna take accountability for people bullying me literally every day. And you're gonna put the blame on me and say that it's my fault that I get harassed. We love victim blaming. We don't, that's sarcasm, but that's something I dislike about being goth is a lot of people bullied me and a lot of people didn't want to be my friend. And it's kind of funny how that pans out because it's like, I saw a TikTok that says nobody who was popular in high school ends up popular online, and I was like, yeah, like, yeah. It's like, I'm not trying to brag or whatever, but like, I have a good following on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm kind of starting out on taking YouTube more seriously, but yeah. And people, you know, I moved to Philadelphia, and people appreciate my style up here a lot more. When I still lived in Georgia, it was a lot of street harassment, bullying, people screaming at me from their cars. So I would say that's what I dislike about being goth, especially when I was still living in a conservative area, was the harassment, and also people making very bad misconceptions about me, saying Satanist, violent, stuff like that. I remember the guidance counselor when I was in 7th grade, because I had a trench coat that was black that my grandmother gave me because she wasn't using it anymore, and she thought, oh, Mamie might like this, let me give it to her. And I liked it a lot. I wore it a lot. And I was 13 years old, so I was born 2 years after Columbine occurred, and so I had no idea of the affiliation with trench coats and Columbine. I did not know that. And I remember the guidance counselor being like, oh, we just want to make sure that you don't want to hurt yourself or other people because, you know, you dress so dark. They should have paid attention to the kids in khakis and polo shirts that were using hate speech, but instead they're like, let's single out the goth kid, you know, because she's clearly a threat because she likes to wear black, you know. And it's like, I don't like kind of I guess, I don't think profiling is an appropriate word to use because you're not oppressed for being a goth person, right? Like, I feel like that puts other people who genuinely struggle with oppression. It's like, it's eyeliner, you're not oppressed for wearing eyeliner, you know, stuff like that. But I would say I dislike the misconceptions that people will have about you based off of the way that you look. Sorry I rambled for so long about that, but I don't like the misconceptions I've had people say, oh, I didn't expect you to be so nice on multiple occasions, like, because they see me and they don't think I'm going to be a nice person. What do your parents think of it? My mom is fine with it. My dad is fine with it. My grandparents are fine with it. My extended family is fine with it. I probably have some family members that don't love it, but they don't say it to my face. But I would say I'm very thankful to have a family that has always been very supportive and encouraging and nurturing. I love my family a lot. I love my mom so much, especially my mom and I are very close because I grew up with a single mom and we're just very close. I'm her only child. I'm, you know, only daughter and single mom. Like, it's a special bond, you know, but I'm very thankful that I have a supportive family. Eyebrows or no eyebrows? No eyebrows. I've seen plenty of goths who don't shave their eyebrows and they look awesome. But personally, naturally, I have very thick, blocky eyebrows. I got my father's eyebrows, and it's a no from me. I much prefer drawing them on thinner and more dramatic. I think it's fun having no eyebrows because you can really take a lot of liberty and really use your face as a canvas more. What is your favorite band? I would say my favorite band of all time is Creeper. I saw them on our first US tour. Their singer, Will Gold, he follows me on my Instagram, which is my biggest flex. And they're not a goth band, they're like alternative rock, but with kind of spooky vibes. But Creeper is my favorite band of all time. I have a Creeper poster in my room. I have a Creeper tapestry above my bed. I'm very serious Creeper fan. I have a Creeper back patch, Creeper shirts. I love Creeper. Creeper hoodie. I love Creeper. But when it comes to goth bands, if you asked me to choose one specifically goth band, like my favorite goth band, I would probably say the Sisters of Mercy. I just think they're such a unique and fun band, and every time I hear This Corrosion, I want to dance. You know, when that comes on at goth night, I'm like, woo, woo. Like, I'm gonna get out there and dance, you know? What is your opinion on Marilyn Manson? Absolutely hate him and everybody who supports him. Not a good human being. You can listen to musicians who make music similar to his who aren't bad people. Next question and last question. What were your baby bat days like? My baby bat days were kind of lonely because, like I said, I grew up in a smaller conservative area and I was the only goth. I only met another goth in my area when I was 17. So I'd been goth for a few years before I actually met somebody else who was a goth. And that's like my best friend back home. And I think my baby bat days were me listening to The Cure in the upstairs bathroom, learning how to do goth makeup, you know, learning, you know, making fishnet shirts out of, you know, the $2 tights that you get around Halloween time. Stuff like that, you know, and just learning about the music and the fashion, and 80s goths always really fascinated me. And I say my baby bat days were lonely and kind of sad, like it wasn't a very good time of my life. And, you know, but I think it was a time of growth and self-exploration, so not a totally bad time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I want to say thank you to my 2 patrons on my Patreon, Thomas and Joe, for supporting me. It means a lot to me. It's optional, but I'll put the link in the description if you would like to join them. The benefits to my Patreon, if you click on the link, you'll see what you get as a patron. It's only $4 a month. It's optional, but it's fair for people who want it. And if you are a patron, you get shouted out at the end of my videos if you're interested in that. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned some things about me. I had a lot of fun answering questions, and make sure you're subscribed to me. Make sure to leave a like, and I will see you dears next time. All right, goodbye. Hi everyone, before I go, I wanted to share some fan art that I received on my Instagram. All of the artists' handles are shown, so if you want to go show them some support, please do. I just wanted to include these because y'all constantly blow me away with your talent. Alright, now I'm going for real now. Bye! Thank you so much for watching.